I stood at the edge of the ballroom, invisible in a sea of gold. My sisters, laughter, sweet, hollow, rehearsed, cut through the music like glass scraping, porcelain. She looked radiant in her dress, the kind that cost more than my first year of college. My father's hand rested on her shoulder, pride etched into every wrinkle of his face. His voice echoed in my head. You're going, or I cut your tuition. Don't embarrass this family again. What he didn't know was that my tuition had been paid off months ago by me. I used to think family was supposed to protect you. I believed that long after they stopped pretending. My sister Amelia, the golden one, the one who could do no wrong, had always been their favorite. She sang, she sparkled, she smiled in public. I was the quiet one, the disappointment, the one they forgot to introduce at parties. But I didn't mind. I had my books, my late nights, my scholarships. I stayed silent and small until I realized how much that served them. The shift began. The night I overheard my father laughing. In the kitchen, his voice low and condescending. She'll never be like Amelia. Some kids are just filler. They didn't know I was standing in the hallway holding my acceptance letter from Harvard. I didn't cry. I folded the letter, walked back to my room, and started planning. Graduating top of my class was supposed to be my quiet rebellion, a silent middle finger, wrapped in academic honor. But when I told my father, he barely looked up from his coffee. You should have been a doctor. Useless degree. So I stopped telling them things. I stopped giving them the privilege of knowing me. What they didn't know was that I'd built a life outside their world. A six-figure job, a network of mentors, a condo with my name on the lease. I never needed their approval. But when the wedding invitation arrived, sealed with gold wax and smug entitlement, I felt that old fire again. Then came the threat. If you don't come, I'll cut your tuition. He said it over the phone, voice clipped and cold. I smiled to myself. Perfect. They still thought I was broke, powerless, dependent. That's when I decided if they wanted a performance, I'd give them one. Arrived in a simple black dress, no designer label, no diamonds, just class, precision, and silence. My father sneered when he saw me. My mother pretended not to. Amelia hugged me like a queen greeting a servant. You made it, she said, her tone lined with pity. I wouldn't miss it, I replied, and meant it because tonight wasn't her wedding. It was my reckoning. 2 weeks before the event, I'd reached out to an old acquaintance, Noah, a financial reporter who'd been sniffing around for corporate scandals. Amelia's fiancé, Tyler, was an executive at my father's firm, a golden boy with a spotless reputation. But spotless doesn't mean clean. I handed Noah the files, the offshore accounts, the falsified reports, the tax manipulations, things I'd found during a summer internship when I was helping my father's company. I'd saved them quietly, labeled, encrypted, tucked away. Insurance, I told myself at the time. Now it was artillery. Noah promised a front page. Expose on the wedding day. 8 p.m. Sharp. Back in the ballroom, I watched them toast, cameras flashing, champagne flowing. My father clinked his glass. To family, he declared, and to legacy. Sipped my drink. Legacy, I thought. Let's see how much of that's left by morning. The clock hit 8:03. Then phones started buzzing. First a whisper, then a ripple, then chaos. Guests scrolled through their screens, murmuring, turning. I saw Tyler's expression freeze. Mid-smile. Amelia's bouquet trembled in her hands. My father's face drained of color as Noah's article hit every major financial outlet. Breaking CEO Richard Whitman under federal investigation for fraud and money laundering. Files leaked. By internal source. I didn't move, just watched as everything they built on. Lies began to burn. My father slammed his glass down. Who did this? He barked, his voice cracking. Amelia turned to him, panicked. Dad, they're saying. Tyler. Tyler's face went pale. I can explain. No one listened. The golden family spectacle collapsed in real time. And me? I just smiled. I slipped out before the sirens came. The night air was cold, clean. I walked to my car, parked at the edge of the lot, my heels clicking against the pavement like a countdown. My phone buzzed. Noah again. You weren't kidding, he said. They're finished. I know. I hung up and sat there for a moment, letting the silence settle. It didn't feel like victory. Felt like clarity. I wasn't the forgotten daughter anymore. I wasn't filler. I was the one who ended it. By morning, the headlines were everywhere. My father's accounts frozen. Tyler's company suspended. Amelia's wedding. Photos buried under scandal reports. They'd all gone silent. Finally, I didn't gloat. I didn't reach out. I just forwarded my new contact number to the Alumni Association, Dr. Whitman, lead data analyst, Diote and Touch. Then I blocked every number with my family's name on it. Sometimes I think back to that night, the music, the lights, the chaos unraveling beneath the gold. My father's last words to me before I left the house, don't embarrass us. Didn't. I destroyed them quietly, and in that silence I finally found peace.